Hey everyone, okay, welcome back to Lion's Den. I'm actually gonna do a little bit of mix of covering politics and pop culture like my channel says I kind of do both, but I've been ignoring one. So I get twofer on this one. Over at the Hollywood Reporter, China mulling ban on Hollywood film releases in response to Trump tariffs. Two widely followed Chinese public figures, one an editor for a state media outlet, so China's CCP, the other the son of a former party chief, China's CCP, released identical outlines on Tuesday of countermeasures Chinese authorities are said to be considering in response to Trump's tariffs. The U.S. film industry so far has escaped direct retaliation from countries hit by President Donald Trump's globe-spanning tariffs, thanks to theatrical film releases and streaming platforms being categorized as services rather than physical goods. But Hollywood's luck in China, the world's second largest film market, could soon run out, according to statements issued Tuesday by two influential public figures in the country. With trade relations between Washington and Beijing spiraling, two widely followed Chinese bloggers posted an identical set of measures that local authorities are said to be mulling in response to Trump's 54% tariffs on all Chinese goods, which the president vowed to increase to 104% if Beijing didn't back down from a pledge to match the current U.S. tariff rate. I'm not going to go into the tariffs here. I am mostly concentrating on just, once again, the pop culture angle this time. The list of mooted movies includes reducing or banning the import of U.S. films, as well as increasing tariffs on U.S. agricultural goods and U.S. services, among other countermeasures. All right, they go down here to talk about the U.S. studios' earnings in China have declined drastically in recent years as local tastes have shifted. Even China don't like the movies Hollywood is producing. Hollywood is in dire straits because, well, their dumb time strike, but also because they haven't been making movies the average moviegoer cares about for a long time now. People don't care to see half the crap they're putting out. Even the Chinese are that way. They're going, don't care, don't like it. But also they are making a lot more. They're moving more towards their own homegrown Chinese language blockbusters and local films, which I understand that. So maybe Hollywood should start concentrating back on America. If you make movies Americans want to see, you'll make more money. Instead, you're trying to dance between too many cultures. But losing all access to the Chinese market could still ding the studio's bottom lines in a time, by the way, they can't afford it. Hollywood is hurting. Movie theaters in America are hurting. A lot of them are showing older films because they're trying to fill this, fill their theaters up. They're trying to get people in the seats. And a lot of the modern movies are not doing it. Plus, there's not enough of them. Let's see. Minecraft movie opened in first place last week with a ticket sales of $14.5 million. Just over 10% of its $144 million international earnings haul. So, that movie is doing good. And I hear mixed reviews. I hear that it sounds like Jack Black is not the reason to go see this movie. Surprise, surprise. But if they lost, let's say $15 million off what they're hauling, it does start to lower that movie a lot. I don't know how well it's going to hold up. I think it's going to make a lot of money. Yeah, that's great. We need more like that. But a lot of the Chinese markets are also not enjoying the films. I think that Hollywood just needs to back off and make better movies. I don't know. I think the superhero genre has problems. I think it can still produce good. I don't know if the Superman movie is going to do very good, though it's starting to look worse for that one. Fantastic Four, I still have holdout hopes for. They're screwing it up. Bit by bits I'm seeing. But in this movie, Minecraft, looks like Jason Momoa, everything I've seen, I haven't seen the movie yet, everything I've seen says that his character is underutilized, but he's the best part of the film. So, boy, he's come a long way since Stargate Atlantis, hasn't he? Woo! But I just had a quick question. What do you think? Do you think that Hollywood maybe isn't making the films on average that people want to see anymore, to spend their money to go out to the theaters as much? I do. I think they need to have a readjustment. I think the message, as the critical drinker would say, needs to go away. It is chasing people away. That's why we ended up with Snow Brown. So we ended up with the race-swapped Little Mermaid. Disney's got to stop this. That's why we ended up with the Black Cleopatra on Netflix. People are not watching this stuff. So, I don't know. I think this is going to hurt Hollywood if it happens. I think it's one more shot across the bow that Hollywood really does not need right now. They're already repairing those holes in the hull from their self-inflicted torpedoes right now. And this would just be one more big one. All right, guys, I'll talk to you later. Let me know what you think. Do you think Hollywood has brought some of this on themselves even before the Trump tariff issue? Do you think the Trump tariff issue will speed up the decline of Hollywood? Or do you think they're going to learn finally and recover and start making better movies people want to see, get the CGI back to where it was, 15 years ago? CGI is so much worse lately. All right, let me know, and I will talk to you later.